And regarding your last statement that you can't do anything about about it, is the program? Is there any human intervention in that process that you've just described?
No, not at all. I also want to mention here that that time when we applied for the Section 205 or the investigation officer, the POPI Act wasn't active. It was 2014. Yes. And like I also already mentioned here in my previous statement, I received the Section 205 and the downloads for investigation from the investigation officer. Place it on a spreadsheet, which is a working document. It's only done to present a user-friendly and understandable working document to the court. As I already mentioned in my previous statement, paragraph 3 and 10, I didn't change anything.
Go ahead, Mnisi. Go ahead, Mnisi. Let out that laugh. I saw that smirk on your face, the shock, the audacity. So which is it, Steyn? Which is it? Did the TSU convert the PDF to the Excel and then gave it to you to analyze? Or did you put the PDF, you said you placed the PDF on the Excel spreadsheet? You know, I think they're just using technical terms just to try and trick us. But you know what? You can't. Fun fact, I'm Microsoft certified. So I'm waiting, Steyn. I am waiting. Even that whole, we take out the zeros, we put that, you just formatted. Why can't you use terminology and say, so we formatted, okay, the numbers. This is what I want it to look like. So Mnisi already is in doubt, okay? Mnisi is in doubt at the explanation that Steyn just gave by saying he did not manipulate the data. So where did the numbers rock out from? Where did the two numbers that Vodacom doesn't see come from? You know what? Let's keep watching. I love what happens next. Mnisi whispers over to Nxumalo. Listen, Mr. Cameraman, these are the angles we need. When something is going down, just move that camera. Just zoom, okay? Show us the reactions, because there were times last week you barely showed us Baloyi. But how come you're showing us the defense team? Is the cameraman biased? Let me know in the comment section down below. Type a 1 for the cameraman is biased. And type a 2 for absolutely not. But yeah, let's continue on. I'll be back with the rest of my commentary.
As mentioned in my previous statement, paragraph 3, I did mention that I make use of both the Section 205 and the downloaders to explain to the court and make use of certain terms, the MOC and the MTC. The MOC and the MTC is an indication if a call was received or made by a person. That's normal speaking terms for an analyst.
And just before you proceed, Colonel, can I just take you back to your first statement, Exhibit O in brackets 1, page 17. You mentioned that you received the Section 205 and the downloads from the investigating team. If you can just place on record just that information at the top of page 17.
That's correct. I received the downloads from Sergeant Muswana.
Yeah.
Muswana.
Okay. Yes, just read the whole case reference.
Okay, case reference. It's Vosloorus, CAS 636 of 10/2014. Exhibit ID. That's a forensic pack. PA 500 208 7781. Case operator. That's the guy who downloaded the cell phone. It's Sergeant Muswana. Device type is a ZTE V795. The IMEI number of the handset 86330213762214. The serial number, they didn't complete the serial number. Cell phone number. It's 827044358. The name of the suspect, Kelly Kumalo. Then date of birth and ID number, they also leave out, they didn't complete it. Offense, murder. Investigation officer, Lieutenant Colonel Neertling. That time he was involved.
And that cell phone number, is it complete?
That's correct.
Right, thank you. You can then get back to your
No statement.
affidavit, triple K6.
Okay. And I also want to mention to the court, Kelly Kumalo wasn't treated as a suspect. We concentrated on her as a person of interest. We did discover the number of Nkani, suspect number 5, with number +27 73 305 9202. This number is being confirmed by e-notice and bank statements of the suspect 5.
I just want to interrupt you, sorry, Colonel, to refer to Exhibit AAA in brackets 1 is the affidavit of the e-notice expert at the Road Traffic Management Corporation, Mr. Chupie Christopher Matlow. On page 7, there's an infringement notice and the cell phone number.
That's correct, my lord. Must I read the number out for the court?
Here's the name of the infringer, in whose name the infringement notice was issued.
That's correct. Ntuli.
Initials, names?
Initials is F, Foxtrot.
Yes.
It was a Volkswagen Polo, grey. And the cell phone number is 073 305 9202.
Does that number accord with the information that's contained in paragraph 5 of your affidavit, the one that you've just said?
That's correct, my lord.
You also mentioned that you use bank records as your source to determine the number. I just want to show you Exhibit EE in brackets 6. It's bank records from Nedbank. Can you just place on record the cell phone number there?
That's correct, my lord. It is a bank record of Nedbank of F. Ntuli. And they also mentioned the same cell phone number, plus 27 73 305 9202.
Yes, thank you. You can proceed from your statement.
Then, my lord, I want to start with Exhibit KK1. That is from the cell phone download. It's also mentioned in my previous statement. The device boot up. That means that the device has been, everything on the device has been cleaned, deleted. Try to delete all the information on your lap, on your cell phone, and then he will reboot himself.
You've just testified that you mentioned this fact in your previous statement. I just want to show you your statement Exhibit O in brackets 1.
And it's on page 18.
Page 18.
That's correct, madam.
Yes, you may proceed.
Then, my lord, if you compare the phone list, then are we going to triple K2?
Yeah, sorry, you're still on triple K1. Just put that information on record.
On triple K1, Kelly rebooted the handset during the early morning hours after the incident on 2014-10-27.
So Steyn put on record unprovoked and said Kelly Kumalo was not being treated as a suspect. She was being treated as a person of interest. And then in the same breath, a few minutes later, he goes on to tell us, yeah, so my analysis, because I'm an expert, I found that she booted her phone. And booting means that you're trying to delete all the information on your phone. I don't know much about a baby daddy. I don't know much about my baby daddy dying after being shot in my mother's house. Only Kelly Kumalo can come and tell us that version. But I don't know why the next morning, after my baby daddy is dead, and I should be in mourning, sitting on a mattress. Remember, Zandi said, Umyeni Kelly. So Kelly Kumalo should be sitting on a mattress, but instead she's out here rebooting her, resetting. I don't know why he uses the word rebooting. She's out here resetting her cell phone, okay? And then later on, she's there trying to SIM swap, Senzomi SIM. But the expert has spoken. She's not a suspect. Let's continue listening on and hear what else he reveals, because he reveals a lot. And he's definitely adding new evidence. I don't care what the state says. He's added several sessions. I'll do a separate video of all the new evidence he added. Okay? Let's continue.
That's why we did not have a complete memory of downloads of the phone book. See exhibit KK1.
And the time that this happened, what time was it?
The time was 01:31:38 a.m. in the morning. Now you must also remember it's a download. It's a plus 2 hour rule.
What's that?
It only mentioned the 2 hour rule. So in other words, you must add 2 hours. So it's 1:01:51. Now it's become 03:51.
Yes, we may proceed.
Okay, then I proceed to exhibit number KK2. If you compare the phone list from both the section 205 and the downloads, Kelly constantly phoned family and friends. Now, I can also, just so on the first page, it's like Sensu's friend, Kenny Kenene, and Kanye, that's all friends. Precious, it's all persons in their friendship. You will also found her sister's name there as well, Zandi. You will also find the number 2773-305-9202, safe as NA. If you found that one, you will see even on the top there was also a name which has been saved as, I think, something different.
Nzonga.
Just you will see NA.
Yeah.
Then they say that the word what the fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I don't think there's a person with that name.
Yes. Okay, it's what an F.
Yeah. So I think it's also something she tried to hide.
On the contact list, is there any other contact that's safe as N/A?
No, that's the only one. Then if we turn to the next page, what is important there, which I want to point out to the court, if it's my conclusion, this one, she must have 1,605 contacts or more. The numbers is also not numerics. Like you will see, it start 8, 9, 11, 13, and then it jumps a lot. That is how the numbers has been deleted or missing. You will also find that at 647, the email address of Kelly. Then just for the information of the court, KK3, it's all the programs on the cell phones. And then I just want to mention, maybe in the previous one we didn't make it clear about the 2 hour roll, and I also think I forgot to add it to my my Excel spreadsheet. That is where the misunderstandings come.
Sorry, you say you didn't mention the 2 hour rule in which document?
In my previous statement.
The previous statement?
That's correct.
Yeah, just tell us the page, the paragraph, so that you all...
That is on page 23.
On page 23?
Yeah. If we go to page 23 of my old statement,
yeah.
If we consider, read the time, it must be 22:40:47. And if we go to exhibit number KK4, then we trace the call using data.
Let's hang on a bit.
You will see on my first page there. 11th entry from down.
Yes. Just put that exhibit number on record.
The KK4.
Yes.
KK4.
That's correct.
Can you say what number from the bottom?
You will see next on my last line is there's P23. It's my reference I put there.
I'm referring to the shaded portion.
That's correct.
Yes, just put the information on record.
It shows the number 2782-704-4358. Receive a call from 27-733-059-202.
Yes.
And it's on 2014-08-02, 10-40-47. PM.
Yes, and
Okay, then
duration?
the duration is also 1 minute and 50 seconds.
Ah.
It comes back to the 110.
So what would, in light of your explanation that you have to add 2 hours to a download,
Yes.
what would the actual time be?
The actual time will be then 0040 in the early mornings of the next day. Then if you go to the exhibit number KK5, you will find there, I think it's also been highlighted on the first page, that during that time she was using data. And now the court must also keep in mind, this information won't be to the disposal of Vodacom, because it's coming straight from the download.
Yeah, that's critical. Just explain that to us. Because the supposition or allegation is that there were numbers which, when they are compared with those which are on the PDF,
That's correct.
they don't correspond with the numbers on the parcel.
That's correct, yeah. That
Just explain that concept, because then it means this is fabricated.
Yeah.
Because the numbers must be the same. If they're not the same, there's manipulation,
Yeah.
there's fraud, etc.
No, that is, in the beginning of the cell phone downloads, they did mention the UTC-2 plus UTC-2.
Yeah.
Then you must add the 2 hours. That comes in with the download of the cell phone information.
Right?
So then every time you have to count it plus. Some other countries is more, like 6 hours, but ours is 2.
So it's 2 hours.
Yeah. So if you just take your 205 and you read the time, and you're not adding the 2 hours on the download, it will looks like it's overlapping.
If you can refer to paragraph 9 of
Yeah,
Ms.
because-
fulfilling game statement, triple J in brackets 1,
Oh, 9, which one?
Ms. fulfilling game statement.
Yes. That's correct. Hers is section 205. It's straight from the service provider. So
Yeah.
that's real time.
That's real time.
Real time. If
Right.
you put it like that.
Person, obviously, it must change.
That's correct. Yeah.
But explain to us, because, we are dunderheads. We don't
Yeah.
get this.
But if you come, yeah, I don't know why it's working like that.
Yeah,
But
fine.
that's
You say
the
it's a
rule.
program.
That's a program.
Yeah, fine.
It's a program from download machine.
That's it.
Yeah. And it also can differ. Let's say if I set up my phone and I set up my date not correct and the time not correct, then the cell phone download will also show that time. Then it can be, let's say, if I got the cell phone, it can be 2 hours plus the difference in which you save the time on your phone when you set it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Rata will say to you, on the PDF disk or program, you said you phoned Kelly at 9 minutes past 2. And yet on the parcel, it shows that Kelly was phoned at 11 minutes past 2.
If it's under section 205,
That's it,
if he
yeah.
was using the towers,
That's
then
it,
it
yeah.
was say 2 minutes, say 2 minutes past 9.
Yeah.
But if it's on data, and then it's not appearing on the 205, then it won't be on the 205, but it will be in that side. And then will be reflected on my download, what time it phones. Then if it was on
Yeah.
my download, it shows 2 minutes past 9, then it's plus 2 hours. 2 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's finally worked, guys. I've been quiet. You notice? I've been so quiet because I've been trying to understand. I've been giving Steyn his fair chance, okay? His fair chance to explain this UTC 2 hours that he forgot to tell us about last year when he originally showed up to testify, okay, against the 5 accused that had a hand in the murder of Senzumiwa. He forgot to tell us about these 2 hours and explain it that that's how his system worked with Vodacom. Vodacom, such a huge company. They do not have allocations for UTC for 2 hours. This is all. Guys, I tried to be serious. I tried to take Steyn seriously. I gave him part 1. Okay, I said I like him. I still like him. He's an honest man. He's so honest. He's not making any sense with these two. Where have you heard such hogwash? It doesn't matter what system you're talking about. It's not going to add 2 hours. It's going to check your location and give you the appropriate time. The irony here is Vodacom is in South Africa. South African Police Services. Department of, what's it called? TSU? TSU is in South Africa. They have the same time zone. Unless you guys know something I don't. This is incredible, but what's even more incredible is Mnisi Unfiltered. His facial, he can't hide it anymore. He cannot believe the state is literally digging the grave that he told them to avoid digging. But here they are digging real deep. Oh my goodness. This is really sad. What's even more sadder is how Judge Rata is eating it up. He called PDF a system, y'all. But you know what? Let's continue listening. There's still more. There is still more. And I want to minimize my commentary so that we're all not confused. As confusing as it is, I want to make sure we're not even further confused. Let's go.
Even if we go to the last triple K5, you will see she's still in the same vicinity as, let's say, the -2 hours. She was on her way back from Kimberley to Joburg. And if you look at the sum of data she was using, she was definitely not driving. She was a passenger in the vehicle. Okay. Because she was busy with data.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. And then if we go back...
Just place the whole information then on K5.
What I mentioned to the court is, you can see she's still moving in the same, obviously, let's say the same direction as being mentioned on the section 205. It also shows which tower she was using with the data.
Yes, just place the whole information on record. The numbers, the towers, the times.
Okay.
And the data used.
Okay. We can go to this. It's also been highlighted. The number 2782704435 with SIM card number 65501550139661.
Yes.
And then the IMEI number, that's a handset number, that's the same one we already read into the record, 35150 305 303 538. Then the date, 3rd of August 2014 at 01:46:11. Then the duration 0. Call ID is 1692. There was a Britskop, 3G Britskop, and it's BlackBerry Net.
Meaning?
BlackBerry Net she was using data. She wasn't using normal cell phone call.
Yeah.
And then we can see in the last column, volume of bytes. It's 125665. So she was quite active.
Yes, you explain one call. Can you explain the other one, the other call?
The other call, it happened on the 15th of October.
Yes, which exhibit are you referring to?
And now I'm back again at triple K4.
Yes. Yes, just place the information on record.
You will see also on my last line, my lord, I've mentioned there the page 44111 or 11. I will come to that one now.
Okay.
The cell phone number is in.
We need to be put in perspective as well as to what pages. There should not be a conversation between the state
Actually,
and the witness.
he says triple K4.
Yes, but what page?
The fourth page from the last.
That we did not hear. Which
Yeah,
is
he
the
did
reason
say,
why I
Mr.
say
Mr.
avoid
Mnisi,
talking
this
to the
witness did
witness.
say
It's a
that.
conversation between yourself and the
No,
witness.
it's not a conversation, please. Sir, did you say it's the fourth last page?
That's correct, my lord.
He says we never said it. We are having a conversation with...
I never said it.
What did you say, sir?
I say he must say it in such a way that we all are able to follow.
I heard him. I heard him.
But the fact that the court heard him does not mean that I heard him, which is the reason why I'm standing up to request that we also need to follow what he's saying. But I never said that he never said it. Those words will not come from my mouth, and I'm going to request the court to avoid putting words that are never said in my mouth.
Apologies, my lord. It's the 4th page.
I knew the day was going to come when I was going to use the phrase Mnisi Unfiltered. This was a comment that someone left on my comment section last week, and what just happened? Mnisi just cracked the whip. Mnisi, and I quote, says, I'm going to request the court to not put words in my mouth that I never said with my mouth. And as we're all clenching, waiting for Rata to respond, like, oh my God, is the courthouse going to burn right now? Baloyi interjects and says, my apologies, my lord. It is the 4th page from Baloyi. How dare you? How dare you disrupt that Puma Silwe moment? Ooh. You know what? Maybe I love drama. And someone is going to type in the comment section, what is the purpose of your podcast? I'm going to answer that in a full video, because the audacity. You know, I would get it if you were a paying member of this channel. Shout out to the members, who give me suggestions. You know what? If a member typed a question, I would respond. If a member asked me to do a specific video, I'll do it. These are my paying members. But imagine showing up for the first time on this channel and you want to call the shots. You know what? I digress. Let's keep going. There are so many Steyn is an influencer. That's what he's doing in his retirement. That's gotta be it. Allegedly, it's gotta be it. Because the amount of traffic, Steyn fans, Anglophones that want me to speak English, the Queen's language, even though the Queen has died. May her soul rest in peace. Okay? English is not my first language. Oh my God. Let's go.
From the end that the witness is referring to.
It's not numbered, that page itself, eh?
Yes.
No.
So you start at the back of the page?
Yes, at the back.
That's
if
correct,
you count from the back, it's the last one, it's the first page, second last, second, third last will be third, then fourth last will be the 4th page.
I'm sorry for this. That's the way the printer printed from the download.
There's a shaded portion there. Can you just explain?
Yeah, it's a shaded portion. And I also mentioned there in the last line, page 4411. If you go to exhibit KK5,
Yes.
then you will also there that page has been numbered.
Okay. Yes, but just put this information on record first.
Okay, the first column is a cell phone number involved. It's 27827 044 358. Receive a call from the number 27733 059 202. And the time, it's 2014 10:15 at 17:53:57 PM. With other words, +2, then you becomes 193357. And the time duration is 01:58.
And if I can then ask you to turn again to Ms. Thilingen's statement on paragraph 9, J1. Just explain this in relation to that information on paragraph 9, the second call there.
The second call?
Of the 50.
Yeah. The call has been made, this one has been made via the towers, normal airtime.
Sorry, when you say, is it the internet operating?
No, it's a normal way of calling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not data.
It's not data.
It's not data, okay.
It's like I say this airtime
Yeah,
to pay
fine.
for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, and the time reflected in exhibit J1, Ms. Thilingen's statement?
The time is 2240, and the second call is 1753.57.
Yes, thank you. You may proceed.
My Lord, I just want to see, because I've seen now on this second page we print the wrong one.
Which page are you referring to? The second page before?
On triple K5.
Okay.
We printed the wrong page here.
Right. Maybe that would be. Just if I can maybe borrow my exhibit.
Is that the,
Triple four.
No,
double four, double
this is the wrong page.
which one is the wrong one?
The second call.
Just write that the whole page is wrong.
That's correct.
Incorrect. Just write incorrect page, and then you circulate it to everybody, so that it does not appear mysterious after that.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, just write it. You don't get rid of it. Just write that it's the wrong page or incomplete page, however you want to phrase it, and sign it your name and date today.
Just before you proceed, just look at exhibit triple K5, the second page, the fifth call from the bottom.
Yeah, but if you go to the first column,
Yes.
it's not her number.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That is why someone printed the wrong page.
Okay.
Right, circulate it on the stage, everybody else,
I will do.
even for me also. So that information was incorrectly placed there.
On that one, yeah. But I can quickly go to
Yes.
Yeah,
this one.
and get the correct
Yes.
information.
Yes.
144.
If we can maybe just, we didn't take the short adjournment
Yeah,
this
let's
morning.
finish this exercise first.
Okay. There's a good places.
Did you get that page, Mr. Sabag? The one the witness says it's incorrect. Hello? Did you get that incorrect page?
Yes, the incorrect page, that's the one that has been attached. We're just looking for the correct one.
No, just circulate it first.
Yes,
And then make a copy of it.
yes,
Because
yes, we have circulated.
you've circulated it on everybody.
Yes.
Okay?
As a court, please perhaps not to put the witness under pressure. If we can just adjourn for a few
that's
minutes.
what time is it?
It's 12 o'clock.
Okay.
Just for about 10,
15 minutes then.
15 minutes.
I'm not going to say much. I was accused of uploading a 60-minute video earlier today, which I've never done. But look at us now. The video is going. Okay, the video is growing. So I'm not going to say much because Steyn has shocked me. I need time offline to process this information, this jibber jabber, this garbage. Yes, I need time. I need time. So I'm just going to read what this comment says. A few comments you guys are sending me to my grave in the comments. Like, this is hilarious. This comment says, Stein's data is on another level, okay? It even shows when you're driving or not. Can you imagine? How many crimes could have already been solved? Although, you know what? Senzomngono's department has closed 5 million cases in the whole of Mzansi, citing insufficient evidence. But hey, Stein's evidence can tell you that you were a passenger and man, you were using a lot of data. Kelly Kumalo, come here. If there was ever a time Kelly Kumalo's lawyer needed to be in court, can't believe I'm about to say this, but it was today. Accused number 0 needs legal representation because what in the flying saucers is all this gibberish? My goodness. This other comment says, can someone tell Steyn the Vodacom Section 205 PDF was only provided to the prosecution in May 2024, okay? Way after he had thrown the Section 205 for taxi violence case into the AMB notebook. You see, this is what the comment section is for, where we move this case forward, not try to pick each other's English communication and spelling and this and that. I mean, this is a lot of information. I am going to stop my commentary here because I'm not kidding, guys. I am beyond shocked. The state has left me speechless. That is a rare phenomenon, okay? This is Elon Musk going to Mars shit. Excuse my French. But wow. Let's communicate in the comment section down below. I'll be back with my official commentary on this jibber jabber. But yeah, I'll be back. This is not the end. Oh. I'm so sorry, guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you've made it this far, you know the closing. I'm just going to close it here. Thanks. Bye. You know what to do. Do the things that make me happy. Bye.